Okay. Okay, well, let's start the evening. It's called Welcome to Lead Generation, or Leading with Time. And tonight we are going to go over various ways. Let me move my notes over here. Various ways to get leads. And then, of course, now that you have all these leads, how do you manage your time to get them all booked? See, that's the key to some of this also too. Remember that time management is a big key to your success in Mary Kay, and how you manage your time will determine your success. So we talked about time management before, and talking about how you should get your calendar, and on your calendar you should square off and block out the dates and the times to do your Mary Kay business. That's what's so important, you guys. You can't just run off the seat of your pants. I know some of you are really good at that, but you really need to be really good at time management. And if you're good at that, great. And if you're not, you need systems to help you with that, because that will really make a difference for your business. You see, once you have all those leads that we're going to talk about tonight, if you haven't figured out when you're going to book them, it's going to be a mess. So make sure that you have the dates and times ready as you're contacting your leads. And contact them could be through text. The conversations are best. And I've been working a lot, and I hope you guys are too, on voice texting. You know, you can voice text today. And you know the great thing about voice texting? You know that they heard it because it's gone. Okay, that's the fun thing about this. Like, oh, I didn't go up the feed, they heard me. So conversations are the best. So if let's just say you have a lot going on, or you work another job. When you're booking, you need to say, I am all booked up this week, and the only 2 openings I have are this and that. They don't need to know that you're booked up with kids, appointments, job situations. You know, when you call the dentist, you do not say, hello, Mr. Dentist, tomorrow at 4 o'clock is when I can come in. No, you call the dentist or the doctor for an appointment, and here's what you say: I need to get in as soon as possible. Or my daughter or my son needs to get in as soon as possible. And here's what they do. These are the only 2 openings that we have. And you see, if those are the only 2 openings, then you go. It doesn't matter what's happening. So we have to be, when we're talking about leads, not desperate, and be intentional. You know that word. And engaging. There's another word I gave you. So don't tell them, you know, what time you want the appointment. Too oftentimes, I think we need to run our business like a doctor's or a dentist's office, because being squeezed in. Sometimes I used to sit there and I would book somebody, and I would literally book them, and I would try to book them, and I say, you know what, the only times I can have, and I'd say, no, let me see. Well, you know, I might be able to move this customer. I think I can move this one, but I can squeeze you in here. You know, people are being moved around or they're squeezed in. You hold your appointment. That's really what you end up doing. So you really hold your appointment. Remember the word intentional. Be intentional when you are booking. Okay, so let's go on to leads. All right, so we're going to work full circle at your parties. You know, parties is actually still the best way to get leads. So here's an example of something that you could do at the close of your parties. Now, can I just share with you guys, and I'm not saying don't hold facials, but if that's all you can do because the girl canceled, then hold the facial. But you guys, it takes just as long to do 3 people as it is to do 1. And what happens with 3 people, what I love about 3 people is they sell each other. See, when you walk in and you don't know the girl very well, it's 50-50 chance you're going to sell her something. And she may not like the way you part your hair or what you wore. I don't know. But if you have 2 other friends there, here's what they say to you. Oh, you might say something like, you know, Mary, that looks so much better than that other stuff you had when you first came in. Okay, so, you know, at the close of the class, you can say to each individual, this is just an example, as you are speaking to them about booking a party, maybe she couldn't afford a skincare set or products that she wanted, find a way for her to get it for free. So let's role play this. You might say on the individual close, and by the way, this goes back to having an individual close, and we're not doing closing right now, but I did do a video. Go back onto YouTube. It's called Opening and Closing Your Skincare Class. You guys really need to master parts of this, and that is really important. So at your individual close, you say to her, if money was no object, what would you take tonight? That's the question I always ask, because I really want to know what they want. So let's say it came to $220. And she shares with you that she has a budget. You know, Janice, it's $220. I said, okay, what's your budget? $150. All right. Well, the difference between that is only $70. So, and I just want to say that your director can coach you through some of this too. This is just an idea. I do a couple things. I'd say, okay, well, you can do 2 payments of 35, or would you like to get it all for free? And then you have to be quiet. That's the hard part for us, is we keep talking. So then you say, if I told you, who's ever on here tonight, Mary, how would you like to get $70 in free product? She'd say, you know what they'd say? How do I get it for free? Which is usually what they ask. I would say, well, you know, Mary, normally I don't do this, but if you get 5 girlfriends together besides yourself, I'll give it to you for free. So yes, it will cost you 35. And I'm just giving you an idea. Y'all can do what you want, but it costs you 35. But you have 6 people there, and the hostess loves the product and is going to help you sell. So is it worth the $35? I don't know. You could do less, you could do whatever. But now you have 5 extra people and you can figure this out. But this is one way you continually book classes, is to help them earn the credit. Also, especially if you think she would be good at Mary Kay, if she would be a prospect, if you think she'd be amazing, you definitely want to give her free product, because it gets you there. And then what if all 5 of those women are her families and friends, really close family members? You need to say to her, you know, Mary, you should really think about this. Your whole family just all bought Mary Kay. So it's a good way to get a team member, okay? But that is one source of ways that you can do that. So, you know, those are potential customers. So, you know, you think about, let's talk about QVC. How many of you know QVC? Okay, QVC has been around forever. And do you know how and why they make all their money? Is because they have a limited amount of the product they're talking about at a special price with 2 payments. The most important thing you realize at a party, and this does not have to do with leads, is you get the product in their house. I can honestly tell you that if you say, let me know when you get the money and then I'll drop off the product to you, it will probably never happen. Get it in their house, figure it out, figure a way to get it for free, figure a way for them to get the booking. Okay, so that's why I always ask at the end of the party, if money was no object, what would you take tonight? Would you circle which set? And they circle a bunch of them. Okay, great. Would you like me to wrap that up for you? No, that's not my budget. What's your budget? And then work from there. You guys, still the best way to get your bookings is from parties. And I think we forget that. So I want you to really master that part for you, because it will never happen if you say, people say, well, I get paid in 2 weeks, I'll give you a call. That probably happens maybe 2%. Okay. Don't let them leave without a skincare set in their hand going out the door. Okay. This is how you get more bookings. So that's just one way. So let's share a bunch of other ways of lead generation. And lead generation is really important that you branch out and do a lot of various things. Now, some of you guys will be really good at some things, and some of you guys will be good at other things. And some of it has to do with cultural things or kids or things like that. But no matter what, there's lots of ways to get lead generation. So one of the buzzwords today is called ladies' nights out or mom's nights out. These can be really fun after hours for working women. So ladies' nights out are a lot of different places. You know, you can do ladies' nights out, mom's nights out. Those are really like buzzwords of today. And I would get maybe a generic flyer made up that says ladies' nights out, and then book a ladies' nights out with people. Let's talk about women who are at work. I think this is such a great idea because they're all there at work. Once they leave, they disperse all over the place. So a lot of my consultants, and I started doing later on in my career, host an after office party. Now, if they can do that, you know, some offices can and some offices can't, but an after office party where you'll go there and you'll bring the snacks and you'll arrive about 5:30 when they're getting off of work, and you provide some snacks or something for them and have it right there because they haven't left. They're self-contained, okay? So host this after office party is something that you can do. Okay, that would be something that I've done a lot. Now, here's what I know about after office parties. These are business women. Business women like to look good. Business women have money to spend. So it is, and a lot of them are moms. So there's a lot of things that you can do with that. Okay, I want to go back to also something here, and it's called branding yourself. Remember that branding yourself will get you leads. So brand yourself. You guys, seriously, brand yourself. I have lectured on this every single event I have done. Brand yourself, brand yourself, brand yourself. Super important to brand yourself. You guys, get a Mary Kay t-shirt, get a baseball cap, have a Mary Kay tote everywhere you go. Now, I do have a tote in my car that has samples in it. I probably make up about 100 of these. These are little things I got on Amazon. I have charcoal mask in here with the receipt, some little instructions, and sometimes I'll put a mini mascara. I don't know. I just do lots of different things. But I have about 100 made up, and I have about some of them made up in Spanish. Most of them are made up in English, and I have a tote in my car. It's like my replenishing tote, okay, to replenish everything. So, so if you're a sports mom, get a Mary Kay baseball cap. Put your husband, if your husband's a coach, have him wear the Mary Kay baseball cap. I don't care. Just brand yourself when you're out and about with your kids. Have a Mary Kay cap on, a t-shirt, a tote full of Mary Kay. You will sell and book appointments because people will talk to you because they see Mary Kay across your chest, okay? Now, you can wear your Mary Kay pin, the little round pin, but they really are not sure what that is, and nobody looks at you that close to see what that is, okay? And you can have your name tag on, that's fine. But brand yourself. Go on to MK Connections and buy a $25 t-shirt and wear it. And just keep it in your car and just throw it on every time you go someplace, okay? But it's always important to keep a tote and refill as you go. So have a t-shirt on, running your errands. And remember when you run into somebody, and we talked about this during booking, okay? And they say, oh my gosh, do you have a business card? And the first answer is, yes, I do. What's your name? Do you remember, was it last month, we talked about the word engage? So you guys don't just give them your business card. You guys, some of you have trade shows and bridal fairs and booth events, and you hand out your business cards without getting any of their information. Here, the chances of them calling you is not going to happen. I know that there are a few that slip through the cracks, but for the most part, they're not. So you need to have business cards. I have a digital business card. I have ones with a QR code. I have plain ones. I'm a business card person. But you need to have business cards, okay? So if they went up to you and say, I lost my consultant, do you have a business card? I said, yes, I do. What's your name? She says, my name is Linda. I said, great, Linda. When was the last time you had a Mary Kay makeover? This is a booking tip, you guys, a booking tip. When is the last time you tried our skincare? When is the last time you had a Mary Kay makeover? And she's going to say, oh, you know what they always say? It's years ago, okay? It was years ago, or it was so long ago, or whenever. Say, oh my gosh, well, what was your favorite product, or what is your favorite product in Mary Kay? Oh, I love the oil for eye makeup remover. That's still a #1 product. And just engage with her. Say, okay, Mary, I'll tell you what, or Linda, or whoever I was talking to just now. Linda, let me give you my business card and let me take your information, and I will text you out an e-catalog with a discount and also my private Facebook page so you can add yourself, and I'll call you. We need to get together. And you say, you guys engage with them. We need to get together. So I'm going to give you a call and we're going to get together and have you try all the new Mary Kay. Okay. We need, don't say, would you like to, could you, should you, would you? You guys cannot use any of those words. It sounds weak. Okay. You know, I am woman, hear me roar. I have a Mary Kay t-shirt on, watch out for me. Okay. I'm armed and dangerous with samples. That's what you say to yourself. That's what your brain says. I'm armed and dangerous with samples. Okay. But make sure when they lost you, you remember to engage, because this is an opportunity for booking out there. Okay. So when's the last time you had a facial? There's a special going. Oh my gosh, Mary, the last time you had a facial was a year ago. Well, I have to tell you, there's a special going on right now in Mary Kay called U+2. If you grab 2 of your girlfriends together besides yourself, you get $40 in free product. What was your favorite product? And when you call her, you can book her then, okay? If you guys just leave a card when the waitress brings the bill and you just leave a card with the sample, she's gonna take home and try the sample and throw your card away. Engage with these people. You guys, they don't bite, okay? So just remember, super important. All right, I'm gonna go on to other things. Facebook and Google are your friends, write that down. Facebook and Google are your friends, okay? You guys need to search out ways to get involved in the community. All right, Facebook and Google, your friends, get involved. Let's talk about Facebook. So every time I have somebody in a new area, or I'm building in a new area, or I'm trying to go to a new area, I need to quit joining Facebook groups. I'm now a member of 100, I counted today, 136 Facebook groups, okay? Worldwide. I have no idea what's going on, too many. All right, go into the search bar up there and type in women's networking in, I don't know, Alabama, or some city, women's networking in whatever your city is. Go into the search bar and put women's networking and your city and see all the pop-ups and join, okay? Then do women in business in your city and you'll see a bunch of Facebook pop-ups. Join, 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 join. Okay. Pop-up and vendor events in your city, and you'll join, 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 join. All those. Okay. Let me give you an example. Well, let me go through that. So those are some things that you can do. And people say, well, once you join, what do? You watch. I helped one of my new directors where she lives, and we got involved in so many events. Now, here's what happened. She posted on there in a women's networking group. She had never lived there before. She was new to the area. And she posted on there, and she said, I'm looking for a place to host a makeover event so that people could test and try a new skincare line. Does anybody know of a place? And she shared a picture of one of my other directors' last event. And she had a whole bunch of people reach out to her and say, try this place, try that place. And there was this one woman named Mary, and she said, oh my gosh, I would love to have you at my bridal place, at my shop. I just opened a new bridal salon, and I would love the foot traffic. And you could come here and do it for free. Okay, so we did it for free. And we met Mary, and Mary is very interested in Mary Kay, and we're still going to get her into Mary Kay. But had we not posted in that Facebook group, watch what is being posted in those Facebook groups. Look for people who are doing different things in those. Women's Business Network. There might be also a day where you can post about your business. But what I found is when you guys post something and somebody reacts, go to Messenger and private message them. When I was building Europe and I was really networking through Facebook a lot, people would comment on my things, and I would send them through Messenger, you know, the message with the part sending a message, and I would comment on Messenger. Thank you, Nadine, so much for your reaching out. I think that you might have some interest in Mary Kay. It looks like you have a cosmetic background. Now, how would I know that? Because I stalked her Facebook, because I picked out her name and I went to her Facebook page and I saw she was all involved in makeup. I know this sounds kind of creepy crazy, but I wanted to find out. So I said, it looks like you're involved in skincare and makeup. Here's a little video about our company. Now, what did I send her? Because everybody's going to ask me that. I sent her things like how we product test, you know, and that is on the shareable videos under business tools, drop all the way down. Now it's called a video library. Click that on, click shareable, and I sent her some information about how we test and try our products, all that kind of stuff. So that's something that you can also do too, is private message people. You can send them a video on Mary Kay. You guys learn to work these things to your advantage, okay? So that's a great way for bookings, but get involved. So I'm saying this is because I want you to go, like if there's a women's organization that's having a luncheon, or a women's event that's having, you know, or there's a high school crab feed and they're looking for donations. Now, here's what I've made this mistake before. There's a high school crab feed and they're looking for donations. I think, oh, I'll just donate a bunch of stuff and I'll get a lot of leads. Well, you donate stuff and you never get calls from them. So I started years ago to donate for raffles the empty compact palette, the mini. Inside that little compact, it said, at your makeover, you'll be able to pick your shades. Because I used to give away satin hands and I never got any bookings from it. But when I put the empty compact in there, they called me. Oh, I want to get together with you because I want my shades. So I stopped doing those kinds of things. So that might be something that you look at too. But the reason to join these, because these are women's professional events, they could be moms events. You could put moms groups in a city. Join. I'm just sharing these things with you because this is part of networking and gaining leads. And there might be a luncheon that goes on. There might be a fun event that goes on. There might be a pop-up event. There might be an expo. It's a really good way to find out things going on in your community or in your area. The vendor events are always really good. Also too, customer service appreciation events are really important too. So anytime there's a customer appreciation event that you can do. So like a lot of gyms. Okay, so here's what I think about the gyms where people go to, like fitness centers and things like that. Why do people go to fitness centers? Because they want to look good. And I developed a program back in the day, maybe 20 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, called Look Good, Feel Great. And I would call the gyms. Now, not all gyms do this, like 24-Hour Fitness doesn't. I'm trying to think of the ones that do. Some of your bigger ones, they have what they call a closeout. And a closeout is a customer appreciation event they have once a month. And these are free opportunities where you could set up a table. I used to do a closeout event, which is kind of like a vendor event, and these are absolutely free, okay? So I would go there on that event and I would hand out charcoal masks, or I would do drawings, I would do registration slips. because I figure if people are going to spend money to get their body looking good, they're going to care about their face. And I would say, hey, we have a program here called Look Good and Feel Great. We know that you're going to feel great because you're working out here, but we want to help you look good too. And so we're giving away 10 makeovers tonight. So that's something that you can do. Businesses today are more open to pop-ups and customer appreciation events than ever before because they want people in their store. They're looking for ways to get traffic in. When we did this event in Mary's beauty events salon area, she has the most gorgeous seminar gowns in the world. That's where I got my seminar gown. I did that recently. So yeah, she was super happy I spent money there. So, but look, there's a lot of businesses that are looking way to get traffic. They want their customers to get a gift or a goodie bag. So do not hesitate. Next time you're in a boutique or a small, a boutique or a store or anything, ask them, do you do any customer appreciation events? Because our company has amazing samples to give out at customer appreciation events. Not you, just say our company has these amazing samples and goodie bags because you have one with you. Right? You have one of these with you. We do amazing customer appreciation events. And we would come and give out these samples for you at your customer appreciation events. We want to appreciate your customers. Some of you guys do roses. There's a lot of different things you can do. But there's a lot more stores today that are more apt because they want the traffic, bridal salons, things like that. You just never know where your leads are going to take you. Now, last weekend, I don't want to talk about how many planes I was off and on because of failures on the plane. That's a whole other topic. Yeah, that was challenging. Anyway, we were at a vendor event last week, and who was next to us in a booth was a funeral home. And that doesn't sound like, oh, it's exciting. But the guy comes up to me and he says, and I've had this happen before, and this is an interesting lead. We are looking for a makeup line that we can use on people, yeah, who are not alive anymore here. So the guy is actually coming into Mary Kay to get foundations and all that. I mean, it's a crazy lead, but it's a lead. That's a whole other topic. Okay, customer appreciation events. I just thought I'd throw that in there. So customer appreciation events are really important. Do not hesitate to ask boutiques, places like that, gyms, all those things. Now, when you call a gym, you ask for the manager. And I call up, is the manager there? Yes, just a minute. Okay, and then manager Joe comes on or whatever. Restaurants are good too. Look at you guys, are doing all the stuff in the chat section. You guys are so good. Give everybody ideas. Thank you guys, you're so good. So now I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my God, I lost my total train of thought. Okay, we'll just move on here. Let's talk about some other ways and leads that you can do, okay? Oh, thank the gym manager. Thank you, Marty. Yeah, you're mine too. Thank you, Marty, for taking care of your national. So what you would do is you ask for the manager. I said, hi, I'm the manager. I said, hi, my name is Janice and I'm with Mary Kay Cosmetics. And we have a program called Look Good, Feel Great, where we hand out samples. Do you do any closeouts or customer appreciation events? Yes, we do. We do them once a month or on Thursdays, but I'd love to come and give out free samples from our company to all of your people that are there. Sure, you can come, just bring a table, whatever you want. I mean, literally, that's how easy they are. And a great way to get leads. And again, when you guys go, look good, brand yourself, okay? Do not take a chair. Do not sit down. Engage in people, okay? This is not a sitting thing. There are other ways that you can get leads. I'm going to talk about some community service things, and many of you guys are doing some of these things. A lot of my directors and consultants have done beauty boxes for domestic violence shelters, and they put those together. But in order to get the boxes in there, they've had to network with a lot of business in a community and restaurants and things like that for donations for these boxes to give to those people. So it's a great way for you to give back to the community and engage your community in those types of things. So domestic violence shelters, chemo care packs, your directors are equipped with all this information. You guys can go onto my website. Under my favorites, I think it is on my website under resources, there's a bridal brochure that we created. The company used to have one. And when they took it off, I called the company. I said, I need that back. I need the document back. We had it translated in Spanish, Dutch, forget, you don't need the Dutch one, and English. And we had it redesigned for different cultures on the very front of it. It's a really pretty brochure. So if you have that, we have bridal registration forms on there. I have also on my website under resources and events tab, where to find events, what they should look like. We'll talk about that. Funeral homes are a great place. Yeah, I know, Lori. Adopt a grandparent. So a lot of you guys do adopt a grandparent during the holidays. Beauty boxes for domestic violence shelters, chemo care packs, bridal fairs, quinceañeras, pop-up events at local community fairs, festivals. But I just want to say, you guys look professional, and make sure your booth looks professional. We are not, I don't mean to say it like this, but I don't want to look like a flea market. You guys, we need to look really sugar sharp, really sugar sharp. When people came around our booth, I wish I could show you a picture. I should have had it ready to go. We looked like people were like coming by around the corner going, what the heck? This is Mary Kay. We had a table with a black cloth, and we had things tiered. Do you know what tier is? You take the boxes, turn them upside down, and so that they're at different levels, and you make it look super great. And you're there and you're engaging people. You don't have tons of stuff all over the place. I mean, we had really no product. We had some Mother's Day ideas out. We had brush sets beautifully displayed. Also, we're doing starter kits displayed too, but your booth event should look really good. Now, there's also cultural events. And I found this a lot when I went to Europe. I would be speaking to a woman from Poland, and I said, you know, you need to come into Mary Kay. I need to talk to you about this because you could have the whole Polish group. So if you guys are involved in any cultural things, like if there's a Filipino community or Latina community, or I don't know what your background is, but there are cultural events also too that are in your area that you can also get involved in. Presentation boards. If you guys do not have a banner, presentation boards are really great. I should have posted that. I'll post it on the Facebook pages of the directors. We have 2 directors' Facebook pages, and you can see the presentation boards. Presentation boards, if I can give you an example, is like when your kid went to have science project, those black boards that unfold and they stand on the table. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Make them look really good, and you could use those. I used to have one that said "Look good, feel great" that I took to the gyms, and I used to have a bridal one that I took to the bridal salon, bridal fairs. I used to have different things like that too. But cultural events, presentation boards, and be a joiner. If you are a dog lover, then get involved in all the dog and animal community things. If you are handicapped, be involved in all the handicap groups. Do you have a niche that nobody else does? You know, I mean, there was I had a consultant in my unit. She was a mother of twins. So she joined the mother of twins group. I can't join that group. I don't have twins unless you borrow them. So there are a lot of things that you guys can do for leads, okay? So you have to look at all the different possibilities that you have. If you are Spanish speaking, then you should do Latina events, Facebook groups, moms groups, women's networking events, business women, the chamber. Get involved when you are involved in your community, like the gym events, Look Good, Feel Great, donations. We talked about the crab feed. And how to just have an empty compact. Quit giving out things that will not generate leads for you, okay? And, you know, pair up as teams, you guys, go out. I think sometimes consultants and even directors should pair up as teams, because there's usually one chicken and one brave soul. And the brave soul will drag the chicken along. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? So if you're on here, no, I'm a chicken. Don't everybody put your name in the chat section saying, I'm a chicken, I need a brave soul. Like Mother's Day. Okay, so this was so funny. Last weekend we were at a booth event. I was in California, and I said, what are you getting your mother for Mother's Day? No lie, here's what he said. Is it this Sunday? I'm telling you, they don't even know when it is. They still think it could be this Sunday. You guys, literally, if you wanted to get a ton of leads and a ton of, you know, just that kind of stuff, go out, put your stuff in your car and go sell Mother's Day baskets. Put another consultant with you and go to all the car dealerships, you know, pair up as teams and go out and sell to men. They're so easy. And it was so great about the things that we did this last weekend is my smart consultants, super smart. I wouldn't have thought of this. They bought a stack of Mother's Day cards and they put them in with each gift. You know, that then when we said to him, he goes, look, he said, I'll take 2 of those, one for my mother, one for my wife. And he says, oh my gosh, you have cards too? You think we've given them gold, you know? But I mean, the little things like that are super, super important. But here's the deal. When you sell that to a man, you tell them inside in there is a coupon for your wife to have a free makeover. And I'm giving her $25 in free products. So don't lose that coupon. See that selling something to a man, having given it to a wife, where does that go? It goes nowhere unless you make the attempt to do that. Or would you mind if I On the receipt, when you write it up here, said write your contact information on here too, and I'll let you know about some other things that are coming up. Now you have his contact information. So once the Mother's Day is over, you wait a couple weeks, you say, hey, it's Janice with Mary Kay. I hope your wife liked the basket you bought. Please make sure she knows that there's a coupon in there where she has $25 in free product and a free makeover. You guys create things and systems like that that can take your business and move it out, okay? So make sure you have a coupon or an offer in there when you're selling to men, and men are super easy. Now, here's another thing idea you can do. Daycares. I want you to Google daycare centers in your area or within an hour. And you could go and visit each daycare center, or you could call the daycare center up and someone's going to answer the phone and say, hi, my name is Janice with Mary Kay. And this month of May, in honor of Mother's Day, see, I already created that. That was fast. In honor of Mother's Day, we're dropping off samples to daycare centers for all the moms. How many moms do you have at your daycare center? We have 62 moms. Oh my gosh, that is great. Let me drop off 62 samples and some coupons for all the moms. Go to the daycare. Do you think the daycare moms want to be doing that there, that kind of stuff? No, they want to be at home with their kids. So look for all the daycare centers and for moms and pampering, you know, do something around Mother's Day. You know, it's so funny. Mother's Day and Mary Kay's birthday fall this year on the same day. We were reminded that today on our meeting with the company, that Mother's Day and Mary Kay's birthday is on the same day. But go to all your daycare centers. It might be a small daycare center, but just call her up and she answers the phone and say, hi, we're honoring all moms this month for Mary Kay. We're dropping out samples to all the daycare moms. How many moms are at your daycare center? And then when you go drop them off, have a special gift for her, because she just accessed you to all the moms. And inside there is a sample and a coupon and everything else, okay? Pampering packets for Mother's Day. Oh, two of my brilliant consultants, I don't know if they're on here tonight, blanking right now, Heather and Carrie. They created, and I don't know what it is unless they're on here tonight, they can put in the chat section. They have a whole Girl Scout troop, like a 50 moms. And so they created a badge for the Girl Scouts where they could all have makeovers. They did 50. Stephanie, one of my directors, did it with them, but they created a badge for all the girls. So we created Girl Scout packages, skincare packages with a special offers for the moms and the botanical, which is now the new stuff, for the daughters, and free stuff and drawings and things like that. We created a document. So they created a Girl Scout badge. So if you know any Girl Scout groups or organizations, those are kinds of things too. Also fundraisers, you guys. I've done a lot of fundraisers with high school band, because people are tired of wrapping paper and cookie dough. I don't know about you, but that got really old really quickly. And pizza coupons, oh my God. So like I went through all of that stuff. So I helped a cheer team down in Southern California get like $7,000 for that. That's another thing you can do, because when you guys are doing fundraisers, those are great. On my virtual resources on my website, there is other ways to build your business. And I believe the fundraiser information is on there. There's also in my favorites, there's also a document on fundraisers, but fundraisers are great to do because when you send the gift back. So let me just tell you, we did this mascara run and I think we sold like 300 mascaras, maybe more. But when the mascaras went back to the mom or back to whoever bought them, let's say, Linda, you bought 7 of them. It said, thank you, Linda, for your purchase of 7 mascaras. Because of your purchase, here's how much money was donated from you to the organization. And because of you, we are also giving you a free Mary Kay makeover and this much to spend. Do you know what I'm saying? It's creating that. So that could keep you busy just on one fundraiser. Can you imagine sending thank yous back to 300 people? That's like a lot of follow-up. So those are some other great ways. You know, I think sometimes people think, I'm so busy. Okay, so here's the thing about the fundraiser. You create it and then you leave it alone for 2 weeks and it takes care of itself. The reason I like to do things for girls like band or cheer, I love cheer, because when you put the cheerleaders into competition amongst themselves, they kill each other. They just do. I think there were 25 cheerleaders, and anybody who sold 25 mascaras got a $30 gift or got a $40 gift certificate. I made it really nice. Anybody who did 50 or more got more. And then the top 2 or the top 1 got $150 worth of product. And they don't like to not be number 1. Oh my gosh, I think the girl sold like so many mascaras. So there's so many things that you can do with that too. I don't know if they put the Girl Scout badge on here. I didn't see it. There's that chat section is just moving along here as we have 9 million people on here tonight. And if not, I'll post that too. Somebody, some smart director, please remind me of all the things I said I'd post, because I will like by tomorrow. Okay. Business leads, moms. I feel like we're Hallmark stores in Mary Kay. Like right now we have Mother's Day. We have if you go to the Hallmark store, walk through the Hallmark store tomorrow, you'll see Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduation. That's what you're going to see right now. And I think there's some other ones too. There's the ones I never keep track of, because I never know when there's the Secretary's Day, the I broke my toe day. I mean, they make all this stuff up, I'm telling you. So I have no idea where all these things are, but there's a million things of that. Okay. So I'll talk about the month of May. We have Mary Kay's birthday. We have Mother's Day. We have graduation. We have Father's Day. We have in August, I used to run a promotion. Hooray, hooray, the kids went back to school. Now it's time for you, the mom, to pamper yourself. And I used to create a flyer and things like that. I'd go around and do something for the moms. Thank you. Nurses Day. You guys are also, the ideas, you guys, you should be millionaires by tomorrow. And sometimes we get off these things like, I don't know where to start. It's so confusing. I used to do a promotion that said, hooray, hooray, the kids went back to school. So yeah. All right, now that we've done all these things, let's close out on a few things. First off, there's a million ideas. If you are super busy, my suggestion is to go on and get involved in some Facebook groups and add yourself to them, just so that you can see that. You know, if you did one vendor event a month where you got 50 or 60 leads, you could just use that for a while and go. You know, so there's a lot of things that you can do. I would say if I was looking at being a successful Mary Kay beauty consultant today, I'd probably do every once in a while a fundraiser. I'd get involved in either a mom's group or a women's group or professional group, something like that. I would do stuff with my community, but everywhere I would go, people would know me because I am branded. Oh, there's the Mary Kay lady. How many of you have ever been called the Mary Kay lady? Here comes the Mary Kay lady. Yeah, here comes the Mary Kay lady. So there's so many ideas. And I think sometimes we have to go back and watch these over. Oh, thank you, Heather. You're so good. I love you for being on here. Do you see in the chat section? It's called Love the Skin You're In. And that's, I think, an official badge for the Girl Scouts. Love the Skin You're In. That's the badge. Do y'all see the badge there? Love your skin you're in. Thank you, Heather. You're so great. That's the Girl Scout badge they created. Look at you guys. So thank you for doing that. You guys are creative. You know, you really are. I would say, if I would tell you this, is to always hold a party every week with at least 4 to 5 women. And then I would get involved in other things. You don't have to book 10 parties a week to be successful. There's so many things you can do, you know, but I want you to look professional. I want you to look sugar sharp. I want you to stand. I want you to, I mean, you know, I'm standing in Bakersfield, California heat for the weekend, talking to people who don't even speak English, and it doesn't really matter, because you just always look sugar sharp, you guys. Really, you need to have your event look good. And I have some pictures on what your event should look like. Okay, so let's go over a couple things. Number 1, master at getting bookings from your parties. I would say that that's super important, you guys. Really master that part and master all of these things. Master that from booking parties from your parties. 2, look for community events and ways to get involved, okay, in your community. Number 3, I know I'm a broken record. I'm a parrot. Brand yourself, brand yourself, brand yourself, brand yourself, brand yourself. Okay. Have business cards, and I hope I made a huge impression with you. I don't know who was on here in the beginning. I don't think there were 459, but the rest of you came on later. I want you to hear me, and I'm going to take this off right now. Hold on.